These are such awesome pieces. I haven't had this one out in a while. This is a DKD Phantom swing guard. And I love the old Italian swing guard designs, but we all got to admit that the nostalgia factor is high, and we cut them a lot of slack when it comes to lockup and durability. And so back in the mid 2000s, Wayne Clark decided to take the traditional Italian swing guard design and redo it with modern materials and a modern approach to the spring design and lockup. Well, I guess the lock is pretty traditional, but it locks up really nice and tight. So, yeah, enough talking about it. I'll show you this beast. Yeah, this thing is freaking awesome. This is the large version. They also did a smaller, more pocket friendly version, I guess. But we all know I'm a sucker for big knives. You may have noticed that this thing is super snappy. And so, one of the upgrades he did over the traditional design is it does have a coil spring wrapped around the pivot under one of the bolsters. I'm not actually sure which one. I've never taken this thing apart. But it is coil sprung to give it full positive opening, unlike the traditionals that they can tend to misfire if you limp wrist them, which this one definitely does not have a problem with. But it still retains the original traditional leaf spring as well to give it a little extra oomph. So you can see the leaf spring starts to engage right there. Takes a little extra to close it. Real nice positive safety detent on these. The button is very, very crisp. The swing guard locks up nice and tight. There's a little bit of play in the open position, just a teeny bit, and same thing in the closed position. And these are integral, milled out of one solid piece, unlike the traditional ones that are two piece on each side, pinned through the blade, and tend to be pretty sloppy if we're all being fair. Yeah, really, really cool piece. If you're into Italian switchblades or just switchblades in general, this is a really, really cool one to pick up for the collection. I used to see them going for, I want to say, around like $450, $500. They may be going for more now because they're even more rare, or the market sucks right now. Maybe you could find one for a steal. I don't know. But if you see one pop up and you want one, you should definitely jump on it because they very, very rarely come up for sale, and they're really, really awesome pieces. So yeah, I also grabbed this pretty sweet Schatt Morgan Congress pattern handle, but with a whittler pattern blade assortment. Typically, Congress patterns are four-bladed, usually with a pair of two different style blades. This has a really nice, beefy sheep's foot main blade. Would be a really, really good utility style blade. And whittler pattern, like I said, so it's riding on both of the back springs. This is not a wedged or a split back spring whittler. This is just a two-spring whittler with tapered back springs. So they do get a little bit thinner towards the main blade end. And then at the back side, you can see the secondaries each ride on a single spring. Got a really nice spear point blade, and also a nice clip point secondary. Ground really nice and thin too. Very, very slicey blades. I think this is stainless. Pretty sure. And nice deep blue jigged bone. Yeah, some of these older Schatt Morgan pieces are really, really nice. So yeah, paired that up with the DKD Phantom swing guard, and then also grabbed a nice TWISBI Eco for the fountain pen. These are great affordable starter pens write really well. I hadn't picked this thing up in months. It was half inked, and I picked it up, and it immediately just started writing super juicy. So no worries about those things drying out on you. So there you go. That is Monday's carry.